South Korea beat coronavirus without shutting any pubs or hotels. We should follow their example. Altogether, the pandemic has led to over 153,000 cases of infection in this country. Yet on the other side of the world, South Korea has witnessed nothing like the same devastation. To date, there have been just 243 deaths in the Asian nation and only 10,738 cases, barely a tenth of British total. For all latest updates, subscribe News 786, like and share. While Britain remains in the grip of the storm, South Korea is already emerging from the darkness. What makes this phenomenal gap all the more remarkable is the country's closeness to China, the initial global center of the pandemic, which should have left South Korea, a country of 52 million people, far more vulnerable than British to the ravages of the disease. But the South Korean authorities took this seriously. Through their prompt action and ruthless efficiency, they quickly managed to get the virus under control. On 29 February, there had been 909 new cases, but this daily figure fell dramatically in the subsequent 2 months, dropping to single digits last week. Amid all the gloom across the earth, South Korea's astonishing success is a beacon to the world. And its achievement is particularly impressive because the nation has not resorted to Chinese or European style lockdown. Most of the population has not been placed under effective house arrest, nor has the economy been put into a medically induced coma. Under strict rules about social distancing, bars, cafes, shops, and hotels have remained open. One British journalist based in Seoul, South Korea's capital, told that he even had to queue last week for a table at a restaurant in a fashionable district, something that would be unthinkable in Britain. Only a fortnight ago, elections were held for the country's National Assembly, won overwhelmingly by the ruling Democratic Party. This week, restrictions on churches and gyms will be relaxed. From early May to the South Korean Football and Baseball League will resume, though at first in empty venues. So how South Korea avoided the kind of crisis that has gripped so many Western countries, including our own? What is the secret of its success? The answer can be found in a national strategy that combines social responsibility with organizational efficiency, governmental foresight, and sophisticated technology. At heart, South Korea has been better prepared than most. That is largely because the nation was badly shaken by the outbreaks of the respiratory syndrome, SARS, and MERS earlier in the century. Criticism of the government's mismanagement was especially strong after MERS in 2015, which left 38 people dead. In the wake of this condemnation, testing capacity for pandemic were drastically expanded, supplies of personal protective equipment were strengthened, hospitals were equipped with infection control units, and plans for nationwide information campaigns were put in place. So when the first COVID-19 death occurred in China in January, the South Korea state was ready to swing into action, guided by the principle of test, trace, and contain. Immediately, a coronavirus task force ordered the swift development of a practical diagnostic test that could identify people who had been infected. The job was completed with amazing efficiency. Within just a week, a reliable testing kit had been approved and put into production. There followed a huge program of testing, often at the rate of 20,000 a day, carried out through a vast network, 600 centers and 43 drive-through facilities. By March 19, while Britain was still struggling, South Korea had tested over 300,000 people. From the start, screening was also applied to all arrivals at Korean airports, including the national citizens, something our own government has never attempted until now. This testing regime was backed up by a huge effort both to trace all the contacts of those who test positive for COVID-19 and to alert the public to the presence of disease carriers. This data enables the Korean Center for Disease Control and Prevention to send text messages in real time to mobile users telling them of any cases in their vicinity. It is an ultra-modern approach that reflects South Korea's culture. Koreans are super good at making things convenient for people. We don't have any patience. South Korea is one of the most wired countries in the world, where everybody uses cell phones for just about everything, and the government is able to use all our phones not only to track but to send warnings, said Key Park, a lecturer in public health at Harvard in the US. Far from being some downtrodden state, South Korea is more advanced than any part of the West and has further helped in the fight against the virus. Its health service is so well managed that it was ranked the best in the world in 2015 global study by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. There was never any danger of it being overwhelmed, as our own government feared might help it into NHS. But this prosperity is accompanied by widespread social responsibility, reflected the strong work ethic and lower crime rate than most industrialized nations. Respect for others is also shown in the universal willingness to wear face masks, not so much as a barrier against infection but as a means of preventing the spread of the disease. South Korea experience provides a lesson to the rest of the world.